all. Students, we were doing our chapter number 4, sorting materials into group. And I have told you that if we sort the things, sort means if we classify the things into different groups, then it will be more easier for us. It will save our time, it will be convenience for us, and to make their study will be more organized, as it save our time as well as efforts. So up to here we have completed, and I have told you that the shopkeeper keeps the all the things in a arrange or in a sorting manner or in a classified manner. So we can say that the systematic arrangement of things on the basis of certain similarities or differences is called sorting or classification. And I have told you activity 1, 2 and 3, and in these activities we were having different materials. We make object with these materials, but how do we decide that which material to use for making an object? So for finding all this, we are going to do our next topic of today, that is matter. Students, as you all know that we have different things around us. For example, when you are sitting on your study table, then you are having table, chair, your book, your notebook, your pen, pencil, your pen stand, and different things related to study. In your room, you must have chair, table, and your window, door. All these things are the things which are around us are called matter, or we can say everything in this universe is made up of matter. Matter exists on the earth even before the first man has appeared on it. Okay, we have seen object around us, they are made up of different type of material, but all these materials are made up of matter. We can say the clothes we wear, the food we eat, air, water, books, sun, star, moon, all these are made up of matter. Or generally the matter have two different general properties, that is they have mass and they can occupy space. So matter is anything that have mass and can occupy space. And when you study in higher classes, then you are going to study one more property of matter, that it can be felt by our sense organ. So matter, although have it was given in your book two properties, but matter have three properties. First one is that matter have mass, okay, and it second one, it occupies some space, or we can say it have some volume, and the third one is it can be felt by our sense organ. So we can say that different kind of matter are made of different substances. They have different physical state, color, shape and smell, which can be felt through one or more of our sense organ. So if anyone asks you that what is the characteristics of matter, so you will say that the first characteristic of matter is that it have mass. Second, it occupies some space, or we can say it have volume. Then the third one, it can be felt by any of our sense organ. As you know that we have 5 sense organ. The 5 sense organ include our nose, our ears, our eyes, our tongue and our skin. So the thing which can be felt by our this 5 sense organ, that is called matter. So let us study one more topic in this lecture, that is composition of matter. As you all know that everything we see around us contributes matter. So the matter is composed of very small particles, that is called atoms. We can say that atoms are the smallest particle of matter which cannot be further divided. Okay. So we can also say that they are the basic building blocks of matter. If we see the things around us, for example, if we take the example of our pencil lead, then it is also made up of matter. And you know that what is this pencil lead is called? It is called graphite, and it is the form of carbon. If you break this graphite, it will break down into smaller and smaller pieces, or we can say we have to break the pieces up to which they cannot be more smaller than it. So what you see, that we find that graphite could eventually be broken into smaller pieces, and that could be seen without a microscope. Then what we see, the smallest possible piece of carbon that you could break the graphite into would be an atom. So we can say that atom is the smallest individual particle of matter. We cannot see the atom with our naked eyes. What do you mean by naked eyes? Naked eyes means the eyes without any equipment. If you are looking at my lecture without you using any specs or any other instrument, then your eyes are said to be naked. But if you are using any we can say any spectacles, or any you can say that any mirror you are using for it using, then they are called unnaked eyes. Naked eyes, I think you have got that, the eyes without any looking at app. If we are using, we are not using any specs etc., then it is our naked eyes. So up to now you have got that what is matter and what are the composition of matter. And in our next lecture we are going to do that how the water molecules are distributed among this and how an element is formed. So I think up to now you have cleared the properties of matter and the composition of matter we were doing. And in next lecture we will talk about element, compound and different type of compounds. So till then, thank you. Have a nice day.